RWBY, Volume 5, Chapter 9. It's a show. It's a good show.
It was a good show.
We'll actually see because people have been like harping on this one specifically.
Have they?
Yeah.
Well, 3, 2, 1, go.
Is harping a good?
Blah 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 blah. All right, so.
Wait, huh?
Oh, sorry guys.
I can't sing.
You could have showed a little bit more than just staring. Like,
I mean, like what is this? This is like, isn't this like the first episode where they established her being the maiden, right?
Yes.
So okay.
Yes.
Where they actually blatantly say, "This is the maiden."
This is the maiden.
Earth, be Earth. Or does she know wood jutsu? It's wind. She's an avatar.
The power to
I think
summon-
it's lightning though.
The power to summon the most cute fucking unicorn. Oh, sorry.
Hot.
Yeah, you keep doing that.
Oh, that's it?
Man,
Wow.
you could summon a lot of clouds.
That was really underwhelming.
Yeah, the power of clouds. Hey,
That's actually the only actual thing that happened. Well, actually, there was a talk going on.
Was there?
yeah, and then like it's establishing like
It's pretty much saying, well, we're bigger and badder than you, so you should side with us.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm pretty big and bad myself. You should side with me.
Yeah.
Look, we'll just agree that we're big and bad. We're not saying we're bigger and badder than you, but we're big and bad, so side with us.
Yeah, and then like they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna start gut punching at Pride. You got offed by a fucking girl with gray eyes. Oh well, shit, man. You got turned into a bird by a pedophile. Who's the worst? Like, all right, so we're not odds here.
All right,
Well, pretty
so
good for what we said.
we watched Volume 5, Chapter 9 of RWBY, which, you know, just like some back like
Do you
context.
agree with Twitter?
Twitter's been saying that this has been a really bad episode. I get that, and I can't really disagree with them.
I can disagree with them entirely. Because every episode has been this exact same bullshit. Oh, hey, here's something going on. Oh, something big's gonna happen. And it's over.
Yeah, like man.
And then then the new episode comes like, all right, we're finishing the fight. Oh, we're talking about something big, and it's over.
You know,
That's been the past 4 episodes.
hold on, something's been bugging me too. How do you guys feel about that thing that Osmond did to Crow and Raven?
I talked about that in the discussion when that came to fruition. I don't trust him.
Yeah, okay.
I believe he's gonna end up being the bad guy at the end of this.
Yeah, okay. Now, here's my thing. It wasn't as huge of a development to me. Because, like, the way they went about establishing magic in the series wasn't well diverse to where, like, oh, turning into a bird, that's a huge thing. When the and then in the lore of it, he's the old man that gave those people the powers in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like...
and he did say it was their choice.
Yeah. So, it's like, it's not that much of a stretch
It's
to
like
transfer
he
powers.
forced him, like, you're a bird now.
Yeah, right?
I don't know. I still don't trust the guy.
I also say that just like almost everything in RWBY, they haven't developed that idea. Like, or at least when they try to explain something, it's very vague.
Yeah.
It's very vague.
They know what's going on, but they just like the characters in the show want to hide the information to sway.
I feel
Right.
like, I don't know, the way they go about like foreshadowing and like giving information, well, like, you know, letting you know that something like this is going to develop later, it could be better.
I don't know, dude. I still don't like
depends.
fucking
Osmond?
Sir Patrick Stewart. Yeah.
Wait,
He doesn't deserve that title. He's a Picard. But yeah, like, Osmond's got something stupid going on, and he's just like, turning people into birds is something not to hide. Like, that's like, come on. Like, come on. I'm gonna be a fucking
by
bird.
the by, like, I'm pretty sure y'all guys have like noticed now that they like to sprinkle what happens next episode, aside from like the cliffhanger at the very end. But that scene with like Crow and Osmond or Oscar, he's like, Osmond wants to talk to you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all that scene was.
See, that right there, it was like, man, that could have been something to spin on. Because from what I can see that people want to know about RWBY is what Osmond's hiding. And then seeing the potential of RWBY get there. At least that's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's what I want to see too.
Because, like, how often did they expand on the gray eyes fucking myth or whatever?
Right?
None.
They just say like, she has it.
Yeah.
Be wary.
Is she a maiden?
No.
No. See, I gotta figure that'd be the
You
thing
think
too,
so,
right?
right? But it's like weird.
Yeah, and then here's the thing: if gray eyes are such a fucking like
So-
pivotal thing to have, they're not going after her as much as you would expect. She fucking burns Cinder, fucking half-face ass, huh? What?
Total runtime 1507.
Okay, well it's
That felt
better
like-
than
That felt like.
what was it?
No, it's not. 1518. followed by fucking 12:48. 12:48 last episode. Not to mention the intro, the Rooster Teeth animation intro, the Rooster Teeth animation outro, and then the credits.
That's why I like harping on like a fucking good 3 minutes of not episode.
It's like 3 or 4 minutes, dude.
Yeah. Ooh, baby.
Like we had the episode chapter 1 was 23 minutes total runtime. So that's about 18, 19 minutes of show.
Yeah, I felt that.
Episode 2, 21 minutes.
No, it's like, alright.
Again is like 18, 19 minutes of show. Then, never again does it break 20. 1836.
Yeah, you're right.
1615. 1657. 1738. Then 1248. 1518 and 1507.
And mind you, that's not the total runtime of the episode.
That's the total runtime of all of the credits,
the whole video,
and the intros.
Which is about like
Half.
shaving off 2 minutes or so.
That's like 3, 4. That's why I'm like, all these episodes have been fucking, here's a little bit. Oh, something's happening. And it's over. And it's like, okay, we won. We're not going to show you the fight. We won.
Yeah, man.
Here's a little bit. We're talking about something. There's a fight. Oh, okay, we're done.
It's fucking terrible.
They don't even finish saying the word fight.
And
then in the episode.
Looks like Eli and I have to fight.
I'm trying to... Yeah, because my thing is, I'm harping on, like, what information is actually being given. That's what's more important. Because,
Right.
Man...
There wasn't a action
Here's the
sequence
thing,
in
Maybe they have a new guy.
I would be more interested in the information that they were giving if this was more of a drama show, but it's an action show.
Right, it started off as action.
There needs to be
Action.
at least 50-50 between the action and the drama. Mm-hmm. And then, if not, more action than drama.
Yeah.
If this was more of a drama story-driven show where it's like, okay, here's a lot of plot the first season, and that's all this show's going to be is plot. And then it's like, okay, I'll forgive that. This is mainly plot, no fight.
Yeah.
But imagine a Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, fucking One Piece. If they had 5-6 episodes of just, all right, we're talking to each other, and there might be a fight. Things are getting tense, but we're not going to show what happens. We're just going to skip over that and then talk some more.
Oh, so you know what? Crap. I don't want to say I take that back, but that's the thing that One Piece does. They balance out the action and the dialogue. Then that's why, like...
But it's usually half and half. They don't go...
Yeah.
They don't go an entire goddamn season of just talking.
Because, like...
This whole season's been talking.
I hope they end up packing everything with some action. Because, like...
Even if in the last 3 episodes of this season it's nothing but fighting, I don't feel it's going to balance it.
You think?
Yes.
It needs to be.
Because,
me,
like I
it has to be
said,
really.
it has to be 50-50. So far, it's been 75-25 drama to action.
See, yeah, I'm trying to wonder how... Because they're doing a lot of delicate subjects. Especially with the fondness and all the under fucking rules that, like, hey, how's this myth
Make
fitting?
longer seasons then.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Rooster Teeth is a fucking...
It's a mixed bag of
Yeah, they're just doing a
jack of all
bunch shit.
trades, I would say.
Yeah.
It's a mixed bag of fuck all.
Yeah, if anything, I wouldn't mind waiting fucking a while for them to actually have like good stuff that people actually
It's not like we wait an entire goddamn year for them to bring out the next season anyway.
Yeah, how... Wait, yeah, what was the distance between the first episode of this
What was it,
season?
like 6 months? 6 to 9 months?
Definitely under a year. Definitely under a year.
Wait,
Not
really?
too much. I wouldn't say 6 months, but maybe like between 6 or a full year.
Cutting between the previous volume and this one?
Yeah.
I think.
Not even a year?
I don't think so. Quote us on that. Or don't quote us on that. Let's,
Yeah, 'cause,
let's
like,
see.
I'm still... Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
Look, here's my thing. What I feel about RWBY. If I had to give it a ranking from like 1 to 10, I'd say
It was a 10, now it's a 5.
it is.
Well, for the
6
longest, Nye's been saying, "Oh, it's gonna fall off. It's gonna fall," and you never explained why.
Oh, pretty much this. Lack of storytelling. But I mean, like,
They have too much storytelling.
A fault in storytelling. That's a better way of saying it. Because, like, since there's so much that you have to try to cover in, and then not to mention some people are still disappointed at how, like, some seasons ended, the way that Penny went out, the way that Pyrrha went out, like, a lot of stuff started clashing with that. So I wanted to see how it was going to go. Hey, is that me? Anyway,
What? Whoa!
Anyway, here's my thing. Oh, yeah. Ranking of 1 to 10 for me with RWBY, I'd say a 6.5.
Yeah?
'Cause-
No, yeah,
Look,
yeah.
Here's my thing.
February 4th, 2017 was the last episode of season or Volume 4.
Okay.
Volume 5, fucking Chapter 1 was October 14th, 2017. That is what? 6 months.
6
February to
months.
October.
And they just came up with this
February to
bullshit.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. That's 8 months. 8 months, 10 days.
8 months. Finger
So, like
up
I
your
said,
ass.
6 to 9 months.
Well, okay, damn.
Give it a year. Get something more.
Yeah, we
Man,
can
I
wait.
wonder-
We can wait a year. Just yeah.
Cause man, my thing is,
But yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
It's like they spend too much time. Oh, here's the character short. Here's the character. Here's the character short. And blam!
Yeah, cause like there was a lot of action during that little tournament thing. That was one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah.
But what is it? My biggest thing with RWBY, and it'll always be with any type of series, 3D is a little bit stilted, so that kind of takes away from certain things.
Yeah. Can we just like do like a cut to like you kind of ranting on like Raven's
will.
facial features? It's hilarious.
Like, I want you to fucking, if you decide to do this, cut everything I say is like, oh, I don't know if you can find this much because I say it a lot. All the times I say, 3D is stilted.
Agreements like these are built on trust.
Her face
And
still bugs
forgive
me.
me for saying, but I don't trust a single one of
In
you.
this light, yeah.
You're going to
No,
need
it's
to
in
give
general,
me
man.
one.
I'm telling you, like, her chin just caves in.
Who
more so-
cares if she has a fucking Clannad ass face?
Crow?
Borderline Clannad, like Clannad, they can like,
Because I have spring.
they can like
And if I
kiss
help
their
you get
nose
your relic,
like without a
it's going to
problem.
become a
Their
problem.
mouths, oh my god. But like,
Ugh.
and then like they can like their nose is like right here. But before I get into that, like
Crow
her
doesn't
chin,
trust me,
like it like
but he
from
does
jawline,
trust
the jawline here, it just
Theo
it just sinks in.
is
Like compare her
loyal to you.
face to like
Then you can order
Cinder.
him to invite Crow right into
See like the
your
dive.
Oh, okay, I get it. You're saying she's fucking Radish Girl from Wolverine.
We all believe.
Yes. Radish girl. Yeah. It's so limited. Everybody moves like a fucking robot.
Like
They're about to bump into each other at the end of the intro, and that's stupid and dangerous. Doesn't it look like they're about to bump into each other? That's
Yeah.
too close for comfort.
What?
Yeah, like Yang is like, ah, shit, and then like
yeah,
just elbows
and I were
somebody.
talking about it. It's just like huh?
I swear,
Shit.
to God, it's,
Shit.
It's too close. Like that just bugs me every time.
For
I watch
comfort?
Yeah.
it. And like during the episode when Sun was fighting and he was blocking the wind, I was like,
Oh.
the way his hands were moving to do the little motion to spin, he was just like this. Like the motherfucker's like according a fucking choir or something. And I was like, 3D is stilted.
Yeah, it's like he was going
This guy.
like not even putting effort. He's just like
Yeah, right? It's just like, no.
And I.
Huh?
Fucking Makoto Shinkai.
Wait.
90% of his stuff is 3D animated. And it looks 2D animated.
Wait, what is
He did my name. Or your name.
Your name.
Yeah.
Have I seen
Yeah.
Isn't it that romance shit?
That
Yeah.
like trade places. Yeah, you've seen it.
Oh god, I haven't seen that actual movie, but
You haven't?
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Wait, let me
need
see
to.
the-
You need to.
Yeah. You might want to edit some of the stuff because like this is all tying into RWBY, but I still want to see it.
Okay. Yeah.
'Cause this is very RWBY is a delicate series because it's one of those things where like it tries to get out there by doing something different.
Yeah.
But then again, more lines. Weebs are gonna be the fucking demographic, so let's see what they got.
Yeah, I think. But what I'm
Hey, let me
saying is
guess.
that.
My God.
Alright, so once we're done with this discussion, we're going to show you this.
Okay, so
I've seen some clips of this before, but yeah, go ahead.
like my thoughts on RWBY is that it shows a lot of promise because like where it comes from and like who had the inspiration to even start this, which was Monty, and how people want to carry that onwards from the Rooster Teeth Company, how they want to preserve like his I guess his
style and his influence.
essentially his child.
I feel that they kind of butchered it.
But they had to make some like
They had to
revisions.
they had to do something with it because there was such a huge following behind it that I think even though the community knew that Monty had passed, that they would still expect something for the series because even when a creator dies for a series, the series keeps going and
Right, or if
it
they
kind of
quit.
keeps the same flow to it. This is one show where everything was so meticulously planned out by Monty to where every ounce of lore, every frame of action, and pretty much every bit of dialogue was planned by him, and he knew exactly how it would flow, how things would go. And with his passing, they didn't know what he wanted to do with it. They didn't know his style of how the show's supposed to go. They saw, I would say, the cliff notes of how he reminded himself, all right, this is supposed to happen, this is supposed to happen, this is supposed to happen. Key events that are meant to play out, but they can't play out the way he knew it would, and to where it would make the balance that I was talking about, to where there's going to be enough fighting with the dialogue, and if there is more dialogue than fighting, the fighting will definitely make up for it.
I also want to say that the way even RWBY started, like storyline, not even action wise, because action was great, volume 1 and 2, but as far as the story, it really felt like opening a door, closing a door, walking to a door that's already closed, open it, close it, walk to another like closed door. It's like very, for the viewer,
It's very streamlined.
it's very streamlined. We don't even know what's happening like beyond, except for like certain clips, but it was still very vague too.
It from what I remember from season 1 is it never really left Ruby's perspective. It stayed within her perspective. That way, as new things are happening, you know, with her, it's not like, oh, there's a big bad plotting. Okay, Ruby knows nothing about it. Okay, maybe next episode. And then she still doesn't know.
So there's no
And then it's like, okay, next season she might learn something. Nothing happens.
Although I think
we're what, like 2.5 seasons into knowing about Salem, and she's barely finding out anything about her existence. She hasn't even met her.
So maybe that's what Monty had in mind when he first started. Like, let's not make it so, like, over enveloping like this the viewer. Let's just keep it to Ruby's perspective.
Think of My Hero. We learned about fucking Hand on Face Man when Hand on Face Man walked through a fucking portal and said, "I'm gonna kill everyone here." Yeah.
And now that we know him, now that we got the introduction to him, now we follow him like in parallel to the main character.
Yeah,
so
it's not like, oh, well, I have a plan that no one knows about because no one knows I exist except for you, the viewer.
It's like they're straying off from, like, since you guys brought up My Hero, the shonen type of mentality. It feels like they're trying to go more drama, but that's not how it started. So it's a little weird for them to try to
They're
envelop
changing
all
genres.
This, to envelop all that shit of, like, you know, this is some really, you know, sensitive stuff, because the fondest thing, so you got Civil War and all that stuff going on.
You have racism, the Civil War. I actually brought that up to Justin a couple weeks ago, where I was like, the fighting in this show's convoluted. You have so many different sides that all melt into each other.
Or
you have Ozpin, the Hunters and Huntresses, Salem, you Raven, and then I think I had one more. I don't remember if I did or not. We'll just go with those 4. You have Ozpin and his group against Salem. Oh, and then I said like the Grimm.
Yeah,
because the Grimm Salem is the Grimm,
yeah.
but the Grimm kind of are their own entity outside of her, because they just kind of fuck shit up willy nilly. So you have Ozpin against Salem. He doesn't give a damn about the Grimm. It's just Salem he's after. You have the Hunters and Huntresses who are against the Grimm,
and I guess inevitably Salem, right?
Yeah, they're against the Grimm and Raven.
Yeah, they're suppressing.
They're kind of against. They're unknowingly against Salem because she sided with the Grimm, but they're against Raven and the Grimm, and they're in an uneasy alliance with Ozpin because Ozpin's someone who's, I guess, a group of hunters and huntresses that he has under his command.
Wait, the hunters are odds with Ozpin?
Ruby.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yang,
they're with
Blake.
Because they're huntresses.
They're hunters and huntresses.
Oh,
they may not have finished their schooling, but they're trained for it.
Yeah, because everything just, you know, got skyrocketed because of the fucking situation. Yeah, you're right.
Then you have Raven, who's against virtually everything.
Yeah, you're right. She doesn't like Salem or fucking Ozpin.
Yeah. Then you have Salem, who's against everyone who isn't the Grimm.
Yeah.
The Grimm is against everyone who isn't Salem. Mm-hmm. And then, as you said, the Faunus. Oh, I brought the White Fang. That's who it was.
White Fang and
White Fang.
The Faunus hate everything that isn't them.
Yeah.
And they're in an uneasy working with the White Fang. And the White Fang, as far as we know, hates literally everything.
Yeah.
Even the Faunus, if they stand in the way of getting rid of literally everything.
They remind me of the Fishman, actually, in One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Arlong is the White Fang. He's like the Adam of the show.
Okay.
Because, like, it started from something that's very fucked up, like them being racist against their kind. But instead of actually, you know, trying to better themselves, like...
he just wants to bring humanity down.
He just wants to have the hate because that's all he learned from it. And it's like, that's all bad because you already know that it's not gonna really get you anywhere, but to the same place of the people you didn't like in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's like yo,
You're not being better, you're being the same.
Yeah.
And so that's just going to breed the same hate and the same endless cycle of, well, you because of this, and they're going to be like, well, you because of this.
Yeah, very jacked. So, man, and all that stuff clashing together, and they're trying to piece it, all these episodes, with a lot of dialogue, because if you have a lot of fighting, then it's fighting, it's all cool action, but it's not enough getting done.
Here's what I brought up to Justin.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones does the same thing. It juggles 5 to 6 different stories at one time. However, every single episode, beyond a doubt, without fail, is at least 50 minutes.
Yeah, they
give you 50 minutes to establish this story, this story, this story, this story. So that's about 10 minutes of story that they're establishing something. If one of the stories is kind of in a traveling mode where it's like, well, we have to move from A to B, they give a small little bit. They give like a 2-3 minute bit to like, okay, we're still going. And they cut to the next thing. Because everything happens in tandem. It's not like, well, this happened on Friday, this happened on Saturday, this happened on Friday, this happened on Monday. Everything's happening at the same time. Unlike this, where it seems like the conversation that Cinder and them is having happened the same day that Yang and them left.
Yeah, that is kind of a bad thing.
Yeah.
Now they got to jam pack all that shit in the matter of like fucking 15 to a 21-minute episode. Well, video actually, because you know.
Yeah, they fit it into a 10-minute episode. 3-4 different stories. That's 3 minutes per story.
Yeah, that leaves you
which doesn't really elaborate on too much, really.
Yeah, drags you like, oh man, this is all I got. I got a saltine cracker when I wanted a whole pack.
And they have so much story that they're trying to fit in that when one of the stories boils over and it becomes a fight, they don't have time to show a long-winded fight of, well, I'm going to kick your ass with this fucking Hadouken and Kamehameha.
Yeah.
We're just going to fucking show the start of the fight, the end of the fight, and move on.
Okay.
Pacing is very, very...
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what exactly was on. It cut when it came to like the whole house attack on the Belladonnas. It was Gira, the father, fighting against those two in the mid of the fight. Sun comes in. Blade comes in, goes ahead, faces Ilya. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they try to incorporate it a little bit.
They don't wrap up any fight whatsoever. There's no fight that's finished.
Yeah, so
even the beginning of the Belladonna's fight, it was already in the middle of the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
A few people were down on the White Fang side. A few people were down on the Belladonna side. The mom was taking cover with some dude. The dad was already in the middle of a big ass brawl by himself with one other person who got shot. And then the episode ends. And now this episode, he already took down a few guys, and now he's going to fight those two. And then in comes the cavalry. One of them leaves. That's it.
She could have easily shot them in the face.
A lot of things could have happened.
Yeah, I thought things that could have... Like, the whole thing with, like, Raven talking to, like, Salem's, like, little group. There were... I mean, it makes sense because they were... And they ended up just having, like, a conversation about it, but there was no tension.
They were uneasy, but there wasn't a build. There was no tension. There was, like, no uneasiness to where it felt like someone's going to say something or someone's going to make a wrong move and everything's going to pop off.
Right.
If anything, it was a dick measuring contest. Because they're like, yo, we're bigger and better than you, like you were saying before.
Yeah.
But, like, then it's like, we have an agreement?
I don't know. I'm pretty big and bad. All right, okay. Look, we'll agree that we're big and bad. We're not saying you're not. You're not. But we're big and bad. So why don't you help us out and become big and bad?
And then it was just pretty static. And then one of them had to just be like, fuck it. We have a alliance. A very shaky way of executing it too, but
Well, at the very least, it's a good thing that Yang went away as she did. Otherwise, she would have gotten mixed up with all that and would have caused some trouble.
It would have instantly broke out into a fight.
Yeah, would have fight Mercury immediately. Emerald.
Fucking fight on sight, dog.
So yeah, now that I think about
attack on sight.
Yeah. Let me see. Stuff like that going on. So that makes you wonder, like, oh man, something like that has been averted. But then again, that's tension lost that you don't have to really worry about. But then it's like, yo, where is the action for this stuff? Because now we're getting stuff that we don't have answers to, especially with Osmond, because that motherfucker shady as shit. And it's like, then now you have other questions to it, to already questions that you don't have answers to. So it's questions on questions, and then no action. So
Osman is like literally the guy who's like you're always going to be talking to, but you'll never see the cards right in front of him.
send me that picture. Anyway, that's a Marvel.
Like he's literally having cards in front of him.
Huh?
You'll talk to him like on several parts of the day. He'll like have a normal conversation, but you'll never see what's behind those cards whatsoever ever.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing.
It's
You
like
guys, you guys remember that guy that they went to? It was Crow and Ruby and them. You know, John. That hairy guy.
The head of Haven.
Yeah, him.
A
They just
Lionheart.
cut it off with him, right? He hasn't been in an episode since like what?
What,
like,
2 or 3?
He
Is
is.
it 2 or 3? It
Yeah.
feels longer than that.
He's Salem's pet now.
Yeah.
And he hasn't shown up. He did what he had to do, and that was just to relay
And
the
yet
message.
he's still in the opening.
Fuck that.
Oh, you right. Oh, you right.
So it felt like that.
He's played no part.
Afterwards.
See,
Yeah.
that's where it's
He's
like
quite literally a tertiary character that's in the opening.
there's all that
And
stuff.
with like that impact they had in the very first episode too.
It
Oh,
made it
that's
seem
great.
like it'd be a bigger
He'd
thing.
be like a more pivotal character as
See,
far as
and that's my thing too with the pacing. He could be with all this stuff that could be happening, but the way they established it, it was just rushed, and now we have another set of things to worry about and question. So it's like, damn, man, you're giving me too much in a short amount of time. That's not good.
Yeah, so I guess all in all, this was a totally episode. I would
This
say
is the whole season.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Like, the more episodes I watch, the more infuriated I am.
oh yeah.
Because it feels like I'm learning nothing and nothing is happening.
That's the worst thing to do for a story.
Yeah, you're right because
They don't answer questions and they just pose more.
yeah.
It's really bad because like after all this time, we should know like how magic would have been really nice to know how it was established in this world. Because like the fact that there's freaking demonic, essentially demons rolling around or monsters, if you will, of negative emotion, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would have figured that like something like people turning into fucking animals would be nice to know if it was possible. How much of a feat and how like
Turning people into Grimm?
How much of a shock that is to people. Be honest, turn into a bird.
Well, he's talking about turning Raven and Crow into a Raven
Right.
and Crow.
Oh, just like
Not so much the Grimm. I thought you were talking about the Faunus, but you said turning people into animals.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. They were born animals, however that fucking happened. Like, I wonder how...
Someone fucked a goat.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
So, fucking a goat or being turned into a goat. Sorry. I just imagine. I don't know why. Has there been a goat character with a goatee yet?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, maybe.
A goat with a goatee? Nice.
I want that. Because that would be happening to me. But still, I kind of figured, like
in the background or something.
I don't know. I still don't think that was a huge impact. Where it's like, I turned them into crows. Whoa. Bitch, you fight fucking demons on horseback. Shut up. That's not that surprising to me. It was, God, it's not that surprising.
For me, it kind of makes sense where it's like, oh, that kind of happened.
Nah,
Because
but-
you have to figure, in Naruto, they were surprised that some dude summoned fucking meteors. After everyone's like, well, I have my own dimension.
Wait. What don't dimension?
Kakashi, Sasuke, Obito, fucking Madara, Kaguya. They all have their own dimensions, and everyone's just like, oh, that's something that exists.
Hey, but...
And then
hey,
fucking Madara summons a comment like, oh!
Hey,
Oh!
I would kind of freak out because, first of all, how fast is this comic going? Because anime doesn't do it accurately enough.
It doesn't.
And how huge is this fucking thing? Because I forgot, like, what
It
is...
is fucking huge.
It's a
He
big
summoned a
game.
comment and then hit with another comment. Like, yes, that's crazy. But come on, how's that so shocking? The dude has a dimension.
Well, I think they don't. Well, I mean, this is like completely off
Well, does
topic.
the
but,
Dimension gonna blow up like almost half of the world?
And on top of that, remember, the moon is already a prison that someone summoned on someone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
I think
And
that's
that's common knowledge as far as the fucking show explained.
There.
So, fucking Ruby be like, oh yeah, there's fucking demons walking the earth and whatnot, but this dude turned some kids into fucking birds.
Yeah.
And that being part that, see, I'm willing to accept that. Where it's like, what?
Hey, hold on. That's another thing. These people are tripping over the faunus. Well, you got Grimm walking around as a common thing.
Yeah.
And faunus aren't like, they don't hurt people. They're just different. But they rather pose differences against them instead of fighting things that are negatively going after them.
I'm sorry. It's not like we have fucking a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. Like, well, you're black.
Yeah, that's still going on to this day. But still, yeah, it's very unfair.
I feel it's very grounded in reality that people are still tripping out that these fucking people are half animal. I'm surprised there's not fucking all black neighborhoods along with the all animal neighborhoods.
Where are the black people in the show? They're sparse.
They're spares.
Coltrane.
That's another subject.
But yeah,
But man,
not Coltrane.
They are on a Coltrane, that's why they're black.
man, John Coltrane, he's a good jazz artist.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right. Oh shoot, I was gonna say something. But you guys kind of like went full circle with that. But yeah.
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot to process, but not like actually being answered. Like the fact that why is the moon all split up like that?
Why is the moon blown up? I've been asking that since the very fucking beginning.
That's gonna take too much time because I wonder about that shit too.
That's volume like 63.
Are we not gonna establish like how?
I think from the very moment we started discussions on RWBY, I was like, what's up with the moon? Why does it look like it's getting smaller?
And like, are we not gonna establish how important the moon is to like tidal waves on that planet? Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. Let's just hurry up.
All right, yeah, let's end it here.
You say tidal waves on the planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
You know that?
the moon controls the waves.
Right.
Yeah, all that stuff affects it. It's
Steven learned a thing, people.
It's basic geometry. But anyway, yeah.
Basic geometry.
Science, you fool, not math.
All right,
What
we're
is science without math?
we're gonna end it here.
Yeah, because I mean, goddamn, I get why people are upset because like we're just getting a whole lot of nothing.
Nigga, I've been upset fucking since way early in the season. People are just catching on to my bag.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now you geek.
Like that random picture you had on your phone of Ty.
Let's not talk about that subject. We're gonna set some people apart.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to know like more about like I guess any more elaborations on RWBY and other things that we report on consisting on RWBY, please be sure to subscribe and also hit this little subscribe bell just to let you guys know when we upload like by the minute, and also support our Patreon. Other than that, yeah, we'll just have to look forward to seeing what the next episode or next volume brings.
Yeah, the next
and when
volume.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. # bye everyone.
I totally lost faith in this shit. Next volume will be better.
Oh, shit.